Shout out to Liz. All right. The number of years Keith graduated from middle school can be represented by the equation y equals a minus 14, where y. So here's another thing. Look, I'm going to underline some stuff that I think is going to be important. I need to know that y is the number of years and that the age is a. Okay. Is a relationship between the number of years of service or the number of years since Keith graduated and his age proportional or non-proportional? So now here's the thing I want you to remember. This is going to help you. So we said if it goes through the origin, then it's proportional, right? So I want you to think about this. I've got a graph. Remember, this is the x-axis. This is the y-axis, right? And I'm going to draw. So I'm going to draw a proportional linear relationship. Goes through the origin. Wha-bam with the bacon sizzle. That's proportional. Yeah, I know. So that's proportional. What is the y-intercept of this? In other words, where does it cross the y-axis? 0, 0. So my y-intercept is 0. Y-intercept is 0. Now, a non-proportional just crosses anywhere but the origin. So it could go like this. And so this y-intercept does not equal 0, and that is non-proportional. Okay? So then remember that the equation y equals mx plus b. What's the b? That's the y-intercept. And in this particular case, x is the slope, but really, truthfully, we're not too concerned with the slope. To determine if something's proportional or not, we really just need to know what the y-intercept is, right? So doesn't this look like y equals mx plus b? Guess what? B is equal to negative 14. That's the y-intercept. Is that proportional or not proportional? Yeah, it's not proportional. So it says the equation is written in the form y equals mx plus b, where a is used as the variable instead of x. The value for m is 1, although we don't write it down, right? Isn't 1a the same as just a? Yeah. So it's saying that m is 1, but the value for b is negative 14. Since b is not 0, the relationship between this is non-proportional. Okay? So that's what we got to do. So if they give you the equation and it's written in the y-intercept form or the slope-intercept form, you just look for the b term. If it's not equal to 0, it's not proportional. If they don't have a y-intercept, then it means plus 0, which means the y-intercept is 0. That's proportional. Yes. Oh, you're just stretching? I thought you had a question. You were stretching a while. All right. So let's do this next one. Reflection. It says communicate mathematical ideas is a proportional relationship. The ratio, in a proportional relationship, the ratio of y over x is constant. Show that this ratio is not constant for this equation. Okay? So let's plug in some numbers. When a equals 15, what's y equal? Well, let's find out. Y equals 15 minus 14, right? That equals 1. Okay. Now let's do a equals 16. Well, then y would equal 2. A equals 17. Y would equal 3. So then I have this proportion of 3 over 17. Does that equal 2 over 16? No. Does that equal 1 over 15? No. So it is non-proportional. Bless you. Okay. And you could plug that in a calculator to look at the decimal approximation, but clearly they don't reduce down to the same fraction. Okay, so suppose another equation represents Keith's age in months, y, and his age is a. Is this still proportional? Well, now this one's a little ambiguous. And let me read this again so you guys understand. Y is in months and his age is in years. So it would be y equals actually this would be written different. So let's think about that. How many months are in a year? 12, right? So I've got to figure out, how do I write that? So months is y. So I'd have to say 12. What if I said y? I think it's y divided by 12 equals a, right? Well, I got to think. See, this is the tough part. Keith's age in y. Wait, no, I read it backwards. It would be y equals 12 times a. Okay, because it could go either way. So this would be 12 times a. So if I want to calculate his age, in other words, when he is 10 years old, how many months old is he? 120. But notice this equation. What's the y-intercept? No, what's the y-intercept? If it's written in y equals mx plus b, what's the y-intercept? Zero.
First try. No, it was not. Yes, it was.
Yeah, because that's the same as y equals 12a plus 0, right? Yeah. So that means it goes through the origin, so that means it's proportional. Okay. That one's a little bit trickier. Okay. Any questions on that one? Okay, let's move on to the next.